We require a bunch of life skills over the years to make the most of life. For example, communication skills, listening skills, decision-making skills, problem-solving skills, negotiating skills, and public speaking skills. My family and friends often ask me to help to negotiate big-ticket items with them. So, please welcome Matt with this talk. Let's negotiate.
Negotiation. Negotiations basically is a dialogue between two people or more in an effort to reach a mutual agreement. That's what negotiation means. And we're negotiating everything in our life every day, but we may not notice it. You know, I negotiated for new lease contract, negotiated for mortgage interest, negotiated for car, negotiated for during a job interview. We do that all the time, but we don't think about it. And some people are really good at it, and some are not. So here's a couple of things that I'd like to share with everyone about the negotiation that really worked for me. In any negotiation event, there are three things that I always follow. First, keep the conversation flowing. Second, be analytical. And third, listening. Listening is very important. So keep the conversation going. It's quite simpler than you thought. If I can go and say, let's using a car example as the negotiating for a car, to buy a car. We all do that at one point in our time, right? And I would, the intention of negotiation in keeping communication going and trying to listen to the seller, what motivated him to sell, and keep him talking, let him talking about why would I be buying this car from you? I would try to find a little bit more about the car, pretending that I actually knowledge about the car. Let's say I'm buying a car for a friend, happen to be a BMW. And I know BMW is actually a very nice fit and finish car. So I'm trying to get this interest, the same thing as the seller. And the moment that you try to get the interest of the seller, that you like the car, share the common interest, all suddenly he engaged with you. And next thing you know, you will be talking the same common language with him. And that's what you want to do. Right? Because if you can get people to share the common interest with you, you build that trust. Suddenly, the next level of communication will be, how I can help you, how we share one another interest, and help one another to achieve that, same interest. That's what you want to do, is maintain that level of conversation. At the same time, you learn about the seller, why he's selling it, learn about his personality. Second, be analytical. In any negotiation, analytical is like a problem-solving skill. You need to be able to find out what are you trying to hide, what area is the problem, why are you selling, and be very observant about that. Let's take the car example again. He's selling the car, perhaps good reason that he needs to move out of town, or maybe there's some maintenance cost that he doesn't want to incur. So a good problem solver is trying to find out, what are the issues that you have, about a car. Find something wrong with the car. If you can't find it, keep looking. You have to keep looking to find something wrong. There's always something about a car. I can go to see your car, and I can find out something that you're going to have to do soon. How do I know that? Because I do a little bit of reading about it. Every car has normal wear and tear. Look at all these tires. That's it's about, probably lasts about a year. And then I find out these costs, if I don't know, I would ask, maybe Sharon had experience with car repair. Say, hey, how much a brake job you normally pay before? About $500-$600. Keep that, So you're trying to find the efficiency. That's what being analytical means. It's a good problem solver. At the end of the day, you have to share that with the seller so that he cannot dispute that. He said that tire is about 50% wear. It may last, a year, 2 years. the cost of replacement of that, maybe, like, let's say $800, 50% wear, well, a few $100 to keep it up. Because with the comment, I can't drive a car with half one, it's pretty dangerous. You can't argue with me how I feel about that one, because that's my personal feeling. You say, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you really want to, you should get a new one, or get a new tire. Okay, all those things that we agree on is cost, and that cost helps me to negotiate, to build my case. Last thing is listening. Stephen Covey said, we often do not listen with intent to understand. We listen with intent to reply. If I listen to the seller, I'm not there trying to give him any answer back. I'm there to learn from him, read from him, see why he's selling it. So I listen to his. I want him to sell to me. I want him to tell me this is what you should buy. I don't need his car. He's the one that needs to convince me that I should buy, even though I want it. I would never admit it. I want it. I'm using the car's analogy, but same thing that you can apply that to job or any mortgage interest. There are other people out there. I would not. I would always try to stay away from my emotions. Said I really want this. So I would, let him try and sell it. I want to buy this car. There's no question about I don't like BMW because I already shared a common interest. We already hit it on. Our conversation already, got to the next level that we shared a common interest and he's trying to help me and I'm, it's a mutual win-win here. So he trusts me that I want this car. So next thing I'm really interested in this car, but I'm a little bit concerned about this cost and making the cost of this thing here. What can you do for me? And let him come up with the price. I would never ask the person to say, can you give me the best price, Joe, for this car? Well, what's the best price? The best price is the market value minus the cost of the car. So what is the market value? I'm asking you this, so you haven't identified me what's wrong with my car. Why are you asking me for the best price? You're not going to get anything from me. That is why I keep asking him, keep letting him come up with a price. So in short, 3 things, maintain conversation, build that trust relationship, get that conversation flowing. Be analytical, identify all the deficiencies to build your case, and those are the facts. And last, listen, let the seller try to sell you. Don't try to convince that, this is what's good for you. Thank you.